In 2011, a huge conflict began in Syria, which created the biggest displacement crisis since the Second World War. Millions of people are in medical and humanitarian need, and zones where extreme violence is present every single day. Civilian areas are bombed in double-tap attacks, in which the initial strike is followed by another one that disturbs rescue teams or healthcare facilities, making it even harder for aid organizations to help all of those in need. According to Médecins Sans Frontières, at least 1.5 million people are still trapped in besieged areas without access to healthcare or medical. This association delivers service to different places according to the type of issue that specific region is facing. In 2015, a special project was created dedicated to solve the Syrian issue. They operated 6 medical facilities in different locations across the country. They saw an important increase in the number of people with medical complications. The main reason of illness was delayed medical care and shortage of antibiotics. They noticed a change had to be done in the amounts of support, opening 70 facilities run by Syrian doctors with a focus on besieged areas. Besides, they sent medical supplies, fuel, and salaries to help rebuild damaged buildings. Médecins Sans Frontières was born in 1971 in France. It was formed by a group of doctors and journalists which aim was to establish an independent organization that focused on delivering emergency medicine aid as quick and effective as it could possibly be. They had provided assistance during the principal conflicts and disasters for almost 45 years. Most of the funds are private. That means they come from the contributions of millions of members and partners around the world that make up about 92% of the total funding. The rest comes from public organisms, certain governments, and the European Union. This helps to build a solid financial structure that allows them to launch emergency interventions instantaneously without waiting for donors. All financial reports are supervised and publicly available. They have a transparent system and overview of their work. People's support is crucial for MSF, for them to be able to keep helping the people that need it the most. To back up this organization, there are 3 main methods: donating, having an initiative, and spreading the goals that it is trying to achieve. Syria has passed through a lot of difficulties in the past years, and they don't deserve to be forgotten. They need help. Citizens are being taken care of by the different health facilities that MSF has installed in Syria, which receive the wounded. But it is not enough, because some of the victims have been exposed to chemical agents, and the crew does not have all the resources to treat them. They have been under attack for over 5 years now, with an absurd scale of deaths and injuries since the conflict began, following the Arab Spring protest. The United Nations estimated that 250,000 people have died and 4.5 million have fled outside the country to Lebanon, Turkey, Jordan, and Iraq. To date, MSF has been unable to receive permission from the governments of Syria to work in areas that they have control, so many people are incapable of receiving the medical assistance they deserve. Despite these obstacles, they continue to help inside Syria, fighting by healing.